Imagine a small town in Louisiana, where the gentle marshlands whisper age-old secrets and families gather under a vast, starry sky. In this familiar setting, one name resonates louder than all others: Phil Robertson. He wasn't just a man, he was a patriarch, a storyteller, and a beacon of light for countless fans around the world. Captivating millions with his rugged charm, down-to-earth wisdom, and a perfect blend of humor and faith, Phil touched our hearts in ways we can hardly describe. But what happens when such a spirit transitions into silence? On May 25, 2025, Phil Robertson left this world, leaving behind a treasure trove of cherished memories and valuable lessons. Today, as we gather to honor Phil's remarkable journey, we are invited into a heartfelt reflection on the man who inspired so many. This is not merely a farewell, it is a celebration, a tribute to a life well lived. Together, we will explore the man behind the beard, the challenges he faced, the faith he cherished, and the profound legacy intertwined with each life he touched. How does one man connect with and influence the hearts of so many? Phil Robertson was born on April 24, 1946, in Vivian, Louisiana, as part of a lively household with 6 siblings. In a home filled with laughter, resilience, and life lessons, Phil learned the value of hard work and loyalty. Picture him as a young boy, shape-shifting between the joys of family gatherings and the rigorous chores that filled their days. Growing up in such a close-knit family instilled a deep love for familial bonds, forming the cornerstone of Phil's outlook on life. After graduating high school, Phil won a football scholarship to Louisiana Tech University. Here, he excelled on the field, but found himself questioning the path ahead. There was a longing for something deeper, something beyond just sports and academics. Eventually, he discovered his true passion lay in the serene world of hunting. In 1972, Phil crafted his first duck call, and little did he know this simple act would spark a vision that would transform into the thriving business known as Duck Commander. With that first duck call, Phil ignited a movement, pouring not only his craftsmanship but also his heart and soul into a family-run business that represented more than just hunting. Duck Commander symbolized community, the joy of gathering together and forging connections in nature. Can you imagine sitting around a campfire, sharing stories and laughter after a successful day in the marshlands? For Phil, hunting was always more than a pastime. It was a way to bond with family and friends, a tradition that strengthened their ties. In 2012, the Robertson family's dynamic and humorous lifestyle exploded into the cultural zeitgeist when Duck Dynasty premiered, making them household names. Viewers were captivated by their unique blend of humor, faith, and genuine love for one another. But amidst the laughs, something much deeper resonated. It wasn't merely entertainment, it was a window into a world where family, faith, and camaraderie took center stage. How many of you found yourselves tuning in just to catch a glimpse of Phil's warm smile and words of wisdom? Yet alongside their success came life's relentless challenges. Phil faced substantial health issues that tested his spirit. In 2015, he revealed his struggle with early-stage Alzheimer's disease. Can you picture the weight of that diagnosis? One that can steal precious memories, not just from him, but from those who loved him. Phil's candidness about this battle fostered empathy and understanding among many who admired him. Living with Alzheimer's did not make Phil retreat. It brought him even closer to his family. Despite the battle, Phil engaged with those around him, recounting stories from his youth and passing down lessons encapsulated in his experiences. His wisdom never waned, even in the face of adversity. As months passed, his health began to decline, but family loyalty stood strong. Phil's sons, Willie, Jace, Jep, and Alan, illustrated the power of love and loyalty, rallying around their father with gratitude as they expressed what it meant to grow up under his guidance. Can you sense the power of such unwavering familial support? Then came that fateful day, May 25th, 2025, when Phil Robertson passed away peacefully, leaving a profound void. The news rippled across the globe, igniting an outpouring of grief from fans and friends alike. Social media erupted in heartfelt tributes, echoing the sentiments. Thank you, Phil, for your laughter, your words of wisdom, and your boundless faith. Phil's journey might have come to an end, but the legacy he crafted continued to shine brightly. Phil was not merely a star on a screen. He was a man who characterized the values of family, faith, and the connections that enrich our lives. In honoring Phil, his family reflected on the lessons he imparted, lessons about love, resilience, and the preciousness of holding on to what truly matters. Furrowing our brows for a moment, are we equipped to embrace those lessons in our daily lives? As we reflect on Phil's life, we see a man who was not just defined by his fame or passion for hunting, but by the kindness he showed and the respect he earned. His words became a guiding compass for not just his family, but for anyone who was fortunate enough to hear them. Are we living up to our potential to be loving and connected within our own circles? Phil's passing also ignited crucial conversations about health, aging, and the importance of mental well-being. By bravely sharing his journey with Alzheimer's, he dismantled the stigma surrounding mental health challenges, reminding us that everyone faces struggles, some that are visible and some that are hidden. Phil's openness acted as a beacon of hope. When faced with his own hardships, he continued to encourage those around him to embrace vulnerability. How many of us can relate to that urge to hide our struggles? Phil taught us not to shy away from difficult conversations. Despite the challenges he faced, Phil's spirit remained high. Life is a gift, he would often remind those around him. This simple yet profound statement resonated deeply with his family, friends, and fans. It was a call to live each moment fully, to appreciate the beauty in everyday situations, and to extend love and kindness at every opportunity. As Phil's family came together to reminisce and celebrate his life, they shared moments filled with both laughter and tears. They painted a picture of a man who joyfully lived, imparting lessons learned during hunting trips and tales shared at campfires. Each story, whether humorous or heartfelt, contributed to a greater recognition of how deeply Phil influenced their lives. In Phil's absence, a significant lesson emerged: the power of community. His contributions transcended business and fame. They were about relationships. He demonstrated that families should unite, friendships should be cherished, and everyone has the power to uplift one another. How often do we remember to express gratitude to those who stand by us during tough times? Phil's legacy serves as a reminder that our connections define us. The Robertsons pledged to honor Phil's legacy by carrying forward the traditions he cherished, hunting together, sharing meals, and continuing to tell stories that encapsulate their shared experiences. As the family gathered to celebrate Phil's life, a unique blend of joy and sorrow filled the air. Although he was no longer physically present, Phil's spirit radiated through the laughter, love, and camaraderie shared in the room. In sharing their collective memories, family members recognized that while Phil was a figure of strength, he was also imperfect. He lived life authentically, teaching them to face challenges with grit and a healthy dose of humor. Even in his final days, Phil inspired those around him. Many fans reflected on how his actions encouraged them to appreciate their own families more, engage in open conversations about health and mental wellness, and diligently strive to be better versions of themselves. As we reach the conclusion of this tribute to Phil Robertson, let's carry forward the invaluable lessons he imparted. Life is fleeting, and every moment with our loved ones is precious and irreplaceable. Let's make Phil's message our guiding principle. Prioritize family, ensure our actions align with our values, and seek adventure, whether in the great outdoors or in the warmth of our homes. Although Phil may have departed from this world, his influence continues to thrive. His legacy lives on in the hearts of those who admired, learned from, and loved him. As we revisit the stories of this incredible man, let's choose to smile in remembrance, carry his spirit forward, and allow his life to inspire us to become our best selves. So, as we gather in honor of Phil Robertson today, let's not only celebrate his life, but also acknowledge how we can incorporate his teachings into our own lives. Can we carry forth his spirit of kindness, love, and community? Let's remember to embrace each day with humor, compassion, and a commitment to support those we cherish. Rest in peace, Phil Robertson. Your journey on this earth may have concluded, but your story continues to inspire us all. Through laughter, love, and the unwavering spirit of family, your legacy will thrive. Thank you for joining us today to reflect, celebrate, and let the lessons learned resonate within our hearts. Together, let's keep Phil's light shining, bright in our lives, through every story shared, every moment cherished, and every bond nurtured.